The truth never lies. Hi, I'm Peter.
Together we achieve more. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Mistakes are proof I'm trying. Hi, I'm Jessica.
Well, you're halfway there. Hi, I'm Austin.
Hi, Bob.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Hi, I'm Katie.
Famous Yankee Luke Gehrig once said, Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Hi, I'm Antonio.
And now, Katie Ryan's going to speak with Barbara Majewski of Rocky's Ace Hardware, Walpole, one of our community partners. Take it away, Katie.
Hi, Barbara, and welcome to the update.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. What was your first job and how old were you?
I was probably about 14 or so. I originally come from the western part of the state, out near the Connecticut River Valley in Greenfield, Massachusetts. And back in the early 60s into the 70s, there was a product called shade tobacco or field tobacco. And I worked in, well, actually both of them for a little, field tobacco for a little while and shade tobacco for a couple of years. And shade tobacco was just acres and acres of tobacco under netting. I think it was basically used for cigars that you smoked, and the field tobacco was used for the leaves.
What was your education?
I went to Turners Falls High. I then went to Greenfield Community College for a couple years, and then was married and all that good stuff. And then in 1990 or so, I went up to, oh shoot, I forgot the name of the college. Up in Wellesley, it's another 2-year college. Massachusetts, maybe it's Massachusetts, I don't remember, for a couple of years for a travel agency, and did that for a few years. And then started working in Rockies 13 years ago.
What is the best part of your job?
I think it's meeting and working with the customers. Customers will come in and ask, do you know where something is? And since I've been there a long time, I'm pretty good about telling them where something is. And a lot of customers will come to me and say, you know where something is, so. Then that's just trying to figure, and sometimes jerry-rigging. They'll come in with an idea and we'll try and work with them to get something for them to work with.
What do you tell yourself when experience a setback?
That's a hard one because, yeah, we always have setbacks. I probably do a little under the breath type stuff. And then start over, just because sometimes I'll put something up wrong, or if you don't get a shelf just level, it's crooked, you got to take everything off and level off the shelf again. So.
What makes someone a good employee?
What makes a good employee? Just a friendly face. Knowledge is helpful in the field, though we do hire high school kids, and the first couple of months or so they don't know much, but they learn very quickly, and I think just having a friendly attitude, helpful attitude.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Pardon? Again, please?
What do you like to do in your
my spare time? When I get out of work, I go home. I of course get on the computer just to play and all that good stuff. I also do some sewing. come summertime, I'll be out in the garden and in the yard. That's
What is something you have always wanted to do?
I've done quite a bit. So I think the thing I think that'd be interesting is to go into outer space, just to see what's out there. Just to experience that, because I grew up with the space program, and just to, I think just do that would be quite fun.
Thank you, Barbara,
Thank
for
you.
spending time with us today.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Minute. I'm Antonio Cesare with your sports update. And I've been this a crazy world of sports lately in February vacation. So I'll start with the Boston Bruins. First, on February 16th, on Tuesday, February 16th, the Boston Bruins beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1 in overtime. The goals were scored by Patrice Bergeron, his 22nd of the year, and Louis Eriksson scored his 20th, which was the game-winning goal in overtime. Then on Thursday, February 18th, the Boston Bruins were shut out and lost to the Nashville Predators the score of 2-1. Then came one of the best on Saturday, February 20th, came one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen the Bruins do. They were down 3-1 against the Dallas Stars, and then they scored 6 unanswered goals in the second and third to win the game. Bruins the score was 7-3 in that game. The goals were scored by Brad Marchand, was his 20th, and his 30th goal was on the power play, and he is now tied for 4th in the NHL in goals. Kevin Miller was his 4th of the season. Louis Eriksson was his 21st. David Krejci on the power play, his 14th of the year. Brett Connolly, an empty netter, his 8th of the season. And Matt Pileski scores a power play goal, his 9th of the season, with less than 15 seconds to go in the third period. And also on Monday, February 22nd, the Boston Bruins lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets a score of 6-4. Goals were scored by Louis Eriksson with 2 goals, his 22nd and his 23rd of the season. And Pileski scored with 2 with 10, his 10th and his 12th of the season. Then on Wednesday, February 23rd, the Boston Bruins beat the Pittsburgh Penguins the score of 5-1 in the final meeting between the two teams. The goals were scored by David Pastrnak. He scored his 7th goal and his 8th goal of the season. His 7th goal was on the penalty shot, and he is now the youngest Bruin to score on a penalty shot at the age of 19. Then Jimmy Hayes scored with his 13th of the season. Landon Ferraro, the young kid, with his 4th of the year, and Brad Marchand scores his 31st of the season. Then on Friday, February 26th, the Boston Bruins flew to Carolina to play the Carolina Hurricanes, and they beat them with a score of 4-1. Goals were scored by Patrice Bergeron, his 23rd, Matt Pileski, his 12th and 13th of the season, and Brad Marchand and Anthony Natter, his 32nd of the season. And then on Sunday, February 28th, the Boston Bruins lose to Tampa Bay, the score of 4-1 in an embarrassing game. The only goal scored in the game for the Bruins was by Kevin Miller, his 5th of the season. And now on to another thing, the Boston Celtics. For all you Celtics fans out there, on Thursday, February 25th, the Boston Bruins beat the Milwaukee Bucks the score of 112-107. Isaiah Thomas led the way with 27 points, along with Amir Johnson with 15, Jared Sandro with 14, and Jay Crowder with 20. Then on Saturday, February 27th, the Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat the score of 101-89. Marcus Smart led the way with 15 points. Evan Turner with 14, Isaiah Thomas with 12, Jay Crowder with 14, Jared Sandro with 12, and Cody Zeller with 12. And also last night, the Boston Celtics beat the Utah Jazz 100-95 to extend the home game winning streak to 11 games. And now finally for Norwood Mustang Sports News. Like I said, I've been following the girls' varsity basketball team, and they had just exploded in the final race for the playoffs. On Tuesday, February 23rd, the final game of the year, the Lady Mustangs beat the Milton Wildcats 68-49 in their final regular season game before they head to the playoffs on Thursday against Dartmouth. It's going to be a great game, 6:30 in this gym here at the high school. It's going to be a great game, and I hope all you Mustang fans out there will support the team. In that Milton game, Megan Reed led the scoring with 17 points. Her sister Caitlin Reed with 13, Krista Bradley with 12, Maura O'Neill with 10, and Alyssa Chamberlain with 9. And before I go, I want to wish the Lady Mustangs the best of luck in the playoff game against Dartmouth, and I'm going to be there watching those girls play, and it's going to be a great game, and I hope you all support it. Well, guys, that is all I have for this special March edition of the Sports Minute. I hope to see you guys in April, but for now, that's all I got here today. So, from the Sports Minute, I'm Antonio Cesare, seeing you in April.
We now have Jessica, who's going to give us her top 5 reasons for owning a dog. Jessica, take it away. Number 5.
Dogs are good company.
That's right. Number 4.
Owning a dog helps you meet people.
Absolutely. Number 3.
When you own a dog, you get more exercise.
Another good point. Number 2.
You learn how to be caring and responsible.
Very good. And finally, the top reason to own a dog.
Your dog will always be happy to see you.
Great job. Thank you very much. Good job.
Hello. I'm Antonio DeCesare.
Hello, I'm Austin.
And we're here to thank our community leaders, partners today. Austin?
We'd like to take a moment to say thank you to all our community partners and volunteer sites. The Nord Theater, the Nord High School Library, Coles Walpole, Meals on Wheels, the Norwood Dress Shop, the Norwood Senior Center, Residence Inn, Rocky's Ace Hardware, Golden Ridge Doggy Daycare, Barcelona Coffee Truck, and the Willett School. From all of us at LEAD, thank you.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Profile, the show where I interview athletes and players on what they know about their teams. And today, on today's show, I'll be interviewing a math teacher here at this school, and she is also the girls' varsity basketball coach and coaching these Lady Mustangs. I'm here with Miss Coach Amy Lepley. Coach, how you doing today?
How are you?
I'm good. So, you're coaching the Lady Mustangs.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to be playing in that high school gym on Thursday against Dartmouth. What's the goal? What are your goals heading into that game? What's the goals?
I mean, I think the last 2 seasons we've lost in the first round, and we really have focused on getting a home game, which we did, and now we really want to make a run in the tournament, and it starts on Thursday. So we're just taking it one game at a time, but we're really trying to get past that first round because it's something that we have not done in the last couple of years.
And I was there for the one last year, my senior year. Mm-hmm. I remember that, but it seems like you girls really had made a huge comeback this year. But I'm really excited to see you guys play. You guys were just great this year.
Thank you.
Who do you consider your MVP on your team?
I mean, there's so many different people. I think that we're so versatile, and we have so many different pieces to the puzzle, which is awesome. I mean, obviously we have our point guard, Megan Reed, who's just scored her 1,000th, so she's definitely our on-the-court leader, and she kind of sets the tone for us. But I think we have a lot of people that are a little bit underrated, like Maura O'Neill. She's a great defensive player. Hannah Benson's our other captain, and she just brings the energy. So I think we're definitely well balanced throughout the entire team.
So do you compare your team to the Golden State Warriors?
I don't think so. No.
No. But yeah. Is there a team that which team in college or NBA do you compare your team to?
I don't know. I don't watch enough NBA, I don't think, but I think that, I mean, Megan definitely has those spurts of being like Steph Curry where she can kind of take the game over. But we have, like I said, so many different players on our team that make us so versatile and hard to guard.
That is real. So, which coach do you compare yourself to, or maybe look up to?
I've had so many good coaches in my career that I really, there are a couple of coaches at Holy Cross that I still keep in contact with. And my AAU coach was awesome as well in high school. So I really admire them and still take their advice to this day, and just ask them for different situations and advice on those situations.
Wow, that's pretty good. So even, I know you didn't get to know me long, but as you're getting to know me a bit, I mean, you actually, you know my sister, so
yes.
So am I sort of like my sister a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. You guys are such great kids. Alexa actually films all of our games, which I can't thank her enough for. And she's just so fun to be around, and she's always happy, and it seems like you are as well. So it's great to have you guys supporting the program and Alexa in the program.
Hey, it's an honor, no problem, anytime. All right, so did you play a sport in high school or college?
I played volleyball and basketball in high school.
Wow.
And then I played Division I college basketball.
Where did you go for high school?
Bishopian.
And for college, you went?
Holy Cross.
Wow. So that's really good.
Yeah, thanks.
So tell me about your career before coaching Norwood. Tell me from the way beginning.
So I started playing basketball when I was little, probably like 4th grade, I think. And then I grew to love it. I played all types of sports when I was growing up, but basketball really seemed to be the one that kind of stuck. In high school, we had a really good run. Our sophomore year, we actually played at the Garden. Unfortunately, my senior year, I ended up tearing my ACL.
Ooh.
So I missed 1,000 in high school by 80 points. But then in college, I was a 4-year starter at Holy Cross. I played forward for them, and I actually ended up scoring 1,000 in college.
Wow, that's really something right there. So, what is your favorite thing about coaching these Lady Mustangs? Like, what's your best thing about it?
The girls. They're awesome. Yeah, they're just so fun to be around, and I couldn't have asked for a better first varsity team to take over. They're so funny, and they work so hard, and I can't say enough about them.
I would never have said that. That's really something right there. So, all right. Okay. So, who do you think is better, Steph Curry or Derrick Rose?
Considering I think Steph Curry just shot 12 threes the other night,
Yeah.
I would have to say I really like watching him play when I have the time. He's great. He's something else.
And what's your point of what do you think about Derrick Rose on the Bulls?
I don't watch him too much, so I can't tell you too much about him. I know he's a great point guard, and I know he does really well for his team, but I don't have too much about him.
Right. So, all right. So, who is someone you really admire?
Oh my gosh, so many people. I would have to say definitely my dad. My dad's on my coaching staff. He's always been someone that I would look up to, and he's always supported my dreams, and he's such a hard worker, so he's definitely instilled that in me, and he's definitely someone I admire.
That's really cool because I coach with my dad in soccer, and it's always so cool. I'm coaching my little brother, and it's, you know, with me and my dad on the sidelines, it's always like a good feeling for me, and I'm really getting to learn from him.
Definitely.
So I really agree with you on that. All right, so who do you see winning another championship? The Boston Bruins,
oh my gosh,
the Patriots maybe in the future, the Boston Celtics, the Red Sox, or the New England Revolution?
I think the Patriots. They're probably my favorite Boston team. I think Bill Belichick is such a great coach, and Tom Brady is such a competitor that I think they definitely have another shot at winning the Super Bowl.
I see. All right. So, all right, what is your favorite sports moment in history?
Like for me personally,
yeah.
or
it could be you personally, or it could be something that you've seen on TV.
For me personally, I think it would be probably playing at the Garden my sophomore year.
TD Garden.
Yeah, it was something else. We ended up losing, but it was so fun to be there with my team and be in the state semifinals.
You know, it's always nice to play at the TD Garden. You know, it's really fun. The Bruins, Celtics get to play there, but also high school teams and college teams to play there, and I think that's really cool. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Which athlete would you want to meet for just a day, just one whole day?
Tom Brady, probably.
Tom Brady. Why do you say Tom Brady?
because like I said, he's such a competitor and he just seems like such a genuine guy. And he really puts his team first, and he's just such a hard worker that I would love to spend the day with him.
What's your opinion about Peyton Manning? I mean, he's retiring this year, but him and Brady went at it for so many years, and I remember watching that playoff game against Denver, and even though they lost, Peyton and Brady are still friends. But on that rivalry, what's your opinion about them?
I'm not a huge fan of Peyton Manning. Again, I don't watch too much football that's not the Patriots,
right.
so I don't have too much to comment on that, but I like Tom Brady better.
I see that. All right. What do you tell yourself when you experience a setback? You know, something that you weren't like expecting to happen, something like that you're saying to yourself, oh my, you're so shocked and saying like, oh my God, what just happened here? So how do you fix that?
I think I've grown a lot, especially as a coach when that happens, and just being able to kind of tell yourself, okay, take a step back, figure out what went wrong, and instead of getting really upset about it, just figure out how you're going to fix it. So with the girls, we always talk about if we've had a couple games where we've lost or had a couple 2-game losing streaks, so just kind of talk about what we can do to fix it and just keep moving forward.
I like that. All right, so who do you think is the best player in the NBA right now?
Again, I don't watch
NBA
that much. Probably Steph Curry, I would have to say,
Curry.
yeah.
Yeah, I see. All right, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals? Just give me your preview of it. Like, who do you see playing? I guess
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors. And who do you see them playing in the East? You see Cavs, Raptors, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't really watch the NBA, so.
so ever since I've been coming to the games, your games, ever since the Framingham game, and I've been watching you. I see you coach all the time, and you really kind of show me what a coach really is. So I just want to ask. So ever since I've been coming to the game, you guys have been winning ever since I've been showing up. So what's it like seeing me in the stands all the time? You see me saying hi to the girls. But what's that like? What do you think the friendship between me and the girls are when you see me seeing them on the court every time?
I mean, I think that they really enjoy your support, and they think just anybody that comes to our games just supporting us, and because the girls work so hard and you are recognizing they work so hard, so just having that support is awesome.
Tell me about Megan Reen. Tell me about, she scored her 1,000th point on February 11th. I was there, and I see you guys are all hugging her and all. But what was it like seeing history in the makings right there?
It was such an awesome moment for her. To have it at home and to have it against our rival Walpole was just really great. And her whole family was there. I was just really excited. She's such a hard worker, like I said, and she deserved that moment, and it's something that she'll remember for the rest of her life.
You know, I feel like you are such a mentor to everybody, and
thank you.
I think that, you know, I wish I could coach with you because I think that would be awesome for me. But I would have to, you know, get some papers. But, you know, I think that I think you guys are going to be in a great position, and you know, I'm going to be there watching you guys play against Dartmouth,
Nice.
either through the good and the bad. I'm still going to be there to support you guys no matter what happens in that game. So I wish you the best of luck in that game.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Well, guys, that's all I got for this special edition of the Basketball Insider of the Sports Profile. But until April, from Coach Amy Lepley, I'm Antonio Cesare. Seeing you next time.
And now we have Nick Karamonica, and this is Nick's top 5 favorite things about Norwood High School. Number 5, Friendship Club.
Let's go.
Number 4, Norwood High Cafeteria. Cafeteria.
Get tired.
Yes. Number 3, Norwood Band.
No band.
Number 2, Safety Officer.
Officer.
And number 1, Jack Tolman.
That's how I'm in.
Yes.
Hello there. Welcome to the Red Sox preview, the baseball show where we talk about Red Sox baseball. And all about Red Sox. I'm Antonio Cesare.
I'm Katie Ryan.
And we're here to talk about some Red Sox baseball, aren't we, Katie?
Yes.
Now let's head to the desk, shall we? All right. See that?
Yeah.
All right. So now, according to Boston Globe's Nick Cafardo, the Red Sox had a big pitching problem last year. Their starting rotation had one of the worst ERAs in baseball. We hope that the addition of our new ace, David Price, will make a big difference in our starting rotation. Now, a little something to know about David Price. He went to college. He went to Vanderbilt College to start. Then then went to the Tampa Bay Rays, won a Cy Young in 2008. Then he was traded to the Detroit Tigers a couple of years later, and then was traded to Toronto. He pitched very well in the postseason, and we hope that he can really provide some spark to our starting rotation. And I'm gonna go over to my pal Katie Ryan to talk about ticket prices. Katie,
This year, ticket prices are between $20 and $100 for most seats at Fenway.
wow, I did not know that, folks, and that is that's about a amount of money, don't you think? I agree with you on that. So we also hope that Craig Kimbrell, our new closer, will be great this year. Craig Kimbrell was drafted by the Atlanta Braves, was one of the best closers in baseball when Manny Rivera was still playing, and those two had battled it out to see who was be the best closer in baseball at the time. And even though Manny Rivera is the best closer in baseball now, Craig Kimbrell is still amazing. Then after the Braves, was traded to the Padres, San Diego Padres, where he closed for one of the worst teams in baseball. And after that, he was traded to the Reds. We got him in a trade for us, and we hope that he will provide a spark in our bullpen, right, Katie? Mm-hmm. All right. So now, Katie, so there's gonna be some things happening in the summer. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you tell our viewers about it, shall we?
There will be some big concerts at Fenway this summer. Pearl Jam, Dead and Company, James Taylor, and Billy Joel.
Wow, those are really some legends, huh, folks? I tell you that. Now, the Red Sox home opener, their first game at home, will be April 11th against Buck Showalter and the Baltimore Orioles. And the Yankees and the Red Sox are going to meet for the first time in the weekend of April 29th to the 30th, and then into May 1st. So it's going to be a great series. And Katie, and you and I both know, and pretty much all of our classmates know here the lead, the Yankees and the Red Sox it's the best rivalry in all sports, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you we see some great players in the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry. Jason Varitek, Josh Beckett, guys like Trod Nixon, guys like Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, guys like Jorge Posada. But this is going to be a great series when the Yankees and Red Sox play each other. It's going to be hectic, huh? Mm-hmm. All right.
We looking forward to a good year.
But before we sign off, there's a few things we got to let you guys know about. We want to congratulate Dave O'Brien on becoming the new play-by-play analyst for NESN, and he joins Jerry Remy in the booth, and he made his debut yesterday when the Red Sox played 2 spring games against Boston College and Northeastern. And we want to say thank David Ortiz for being a great part of our rotation, right, Katie? Mm-hmm. And David Ortiz, Big Papi, you've been a great part of our organization, winning 3 World Series in 07, 04, 07, and 2013. And we want to thank you for all you've done. And here is the Red Sox projected lineup will be Mookie Betts, Dexter Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts, followed by David Ortiz, Hanley Ramirez, Pablo Sandoval, Rusin Castillo, Blake Swihart, and Jackie Bradley Jr. That is the projected lineup, don't you think? And then for the rotation, you have who do we have for the rotation, Miss Katie?
We have David Price.
That's right. Who else do we have?
Clay Buchholz.
That's right.
Rick
Porcello.
Edwin
Rodriguez, Rusin Ellis, and finally, who's the last guy?
Joe Keller.
That's right. And we hope that these 6 starters that we've chosen are going to be very great. And here's a little note for you Red Sox fans out there. The first official Red Sox game will be April 4th, where the Red Sox will play a 3-game series with the Cleveland Indians to start, and then they will play another 3-game road series with the Toronto Blue Jays before they play the Orioles on April 11th. Well, that is all we have for this special baseball show of the Red Sox preview, and it's going to be a great baseball season, right, Katie? But for now, until maybe in April, from Katie Ryan, I'm Antonio Cesare saying, Go Sox! Well, Well, guys, that is all we have for this special March edition of the LEAD program. But for now, from all of us at the LEAD, we all like to say thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys again in April. Bye-bye.